Are we too dependent on technology? Essay. Did you know that there are more mobile phones in the world than there are toilets? I think people are too determined by technology. Teens are the greatest consumers of technologies and access their smartphones 150 times or every 6 minutes and shipped an average of 100 texts daily based on a New York Times report on the 20th of March 2018. Uber inadvertently ran over and killed an innocent female fisherman using a test drug Alaska. There was really a person inside the test driverless car who was intended to prevent accidents like this from occurring but clearly didn't work. Obesity and other health problems are rising because of the constant use of computers and bodies. Studies show that heavy screen time used by preschoolers may boost weight as measured by body mass index BMI. Research indicates that early screen time years can set the stage for further weight gain later in youth. Studies with teens have shown that cell phone use can interfere with sleep cycles like diminishing sleep time and poor excellent sleep. These sleep concerns were directly related to the amount of cell phone use in the evening. Rely on technology as a distraction. Before phone-specific computers were used by everyone, people were more social and had more face-to-face interactions. Technologies over recent years has made people increasingly more antisocial in real life. In one research with 250 faculty students from Stanford University, researchers found that social networking account and internet activity was linked to the pupils being diverted, less able to filter out distractions and more likely to be diverted by the relevant information. In another study, television and playing video sport information was connected to a diminished ability to pay attention in class, memory card flicks, and poor sleep among using. A shortage of creative imagination in Australia. Diversion was recognized as a contributing factor in 22% of car accidents and a shocking 71% of truck accidents due to them of mobile phones. It's also been identified as a contributing factor in 46% of near crashes. Experts believe that using a cell phone while driving significantly impacts your ability to concentrate on driving. However, despite this, a current Queensland study showed that 25% of motorists nevertheless use a handheld mobile phone while driving on a regular basis. Folks are lost without these of latest gadgets and do not know what to do without it. Envision going 1 hour without touching your phone. Now imagine a day we've been brought up using modern tech and we are hooked to it. It is pretty easy to use Google Maps for navigation. Not only does this guide you through a city, it also helps you avoid traffic jams and locate faster routes. It is useful in a great deal of ways, especially in the event that you live in a town where traffic is an ongoing problem. Both reliances on Google Maps has its own downfalls. The most evident is if your battery dies and leaves you stranded. You might also lose your net connection in the middle of nowhere, or your Maps app could just send you away to the totally wrong direction. In a worst case scenario, you'll end up missing with no idea how to return. For more, I simply watched We Could All That. Technology dependence is a significant issue in the 21st century. Do you believe you're one of those people? What are the downsides of too determined by technology? The progress in technology is essential in modern-day civilization. It is the core of everything. It's exactly what makes our society is overly reliant on it to survive, to compute, to communicate, and virtually everything you can possibly think of. However, is such technology is making us lazy? What side effects does it have? It is the idea that people choose to use energy in situations to do things for us that we do on very top of our brain or physique. Take an illustration of the calculator. We are apt to use the calculator regular life at the shop, in the banks, at the post office. It's very useful. This is an assessor using that. Besides that, we discovered that a lot of us also use it to do simple math like 9 days 7 or 6 days 8. That is a bit idle and unnecessary. Some may say the problem with this is we don't know what 7 times 8 is representing in the mind. As a result, to come slow and easy equations like that become head scratches. Thus there is no calculator around, or if you need to understand, you find yourself frustrated in a deep hole that you cannot get out of. You're not sharp enough to get something simple swiftly. It frees you and a few more. Another Morphine's friend, knowing this really doesn't care where you are or that you're using it, will get out of control. Today that's not a very nice sight to view. Text messaging, because new technology, it is not that slow, but it soon caught upon to become an incredibly popular method of communicating. 78 stage 9 billion messages sent in the UK in 2011. Today a mobile data association, rather a great deal of numbers to recall, but this class now of communication has led to word abbreviating. Word abbreviation in the text message becomes a habit, and before you know it you are bound to mistake what into 40, 40, 602, 200, or simply just or that you don't understand. The gap between your and your, they're also there, yet embracing these habits isn't the best way to present yourself. If looking for a job, get a job. To reduce social media, it's taken us by storm. Its rapid speedy success has been very surprised, to say the least. Countless around the world log into popular websites such as Facebook, Although they do not like to, some consumer will be confessed being a total waste of time. What a waste of time. So we have seen only a few elements of the concept. It is technology making us lazy. Well, put it this way, what would you consider to be the right selection for you? Get smart with a calculator, create abbreviating customs, or are you going to waste your time interacting? Well, computer, whatever you do, consider it to your benefits. I'm not telling you to not use it in all. It is simply to think about your actions. Unnecessary usage as you debate in a more broad perspective. Why don't you turn off the TV and read an interesting book, or take part in an activity or hobby you enjoy? So get out there, have fun. Such as the very best example in the world. Technology is a pretty cool thing, but it's also a bit frightening, and among the things that I worry about quite a bit is that people talk a lot about the future work in automation and technology and AI, and among the tales among the situations that keep being painted is that we'll have robots that work for us. We shall all have software that does the menial tasks we do not like to do, and robots and technology will manage everything else for us, and that's certainly one potential scenario which may happen. I think it's a bit utopian, because anybody that uses technology today knows that technology always breaks, that technology always gets hacked, that technology always has problems, and a part of me wonders if our over-reliance on tech is in some way in the future it is gonna return to bite us a little bit. In other words, when we have technology that really does farming for us, we've technology that flies planes for us, tech that allows us to own self-driving cars, technology that does all of this AI inside of our organizations, so that we don't have to do that. You understand the dull tasks. My big concern is what occurs when the technology breaks, what occurs when the tractor or the automatic system that you have that is looking after your plants breaks down. What happens when the autonomous vehicles become waxed and there is gridlock, or worse, exactly what occurs when interior of your company you create so many investments in AI and all of a sudden it stops functioning, or it starts giving you incorrect advice if we put a lot of our emphasis and reliance on technology. I suppose my big worry is that does that make us a little bit less human? Does that distort our truth some manner, because we are basically seeing things but we are not always using our thoughts and our perceptions to see things. We are making observations about the world based on code, based on calculations, based on what software and hardware and also in machines tell us. So that's my worry. What we get to a point in the world in our future, or the not too distant future, where we lose sight of the things that make us human, at which we all forget to do the things which make us when we live our own lives relying on technologies, that this human aspect disappears, something I consider new. Thank you so much.